Dear colleagues, you can all agree that the veterinary profession has made remarkable progress over the years. It all began with the establishment of the first veterinary school in Bom, Plateau State in 1947, leading to the establishment of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria in 1953 to regulate the profession. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. In line with the Council commitment to combat the issue of quackery within our profession, we are introducing 4 cutting-edge technology solutions, as we promised you. One is the veterinary seal, the second is the veterinary app, third is the digitized veterinary practice license, and the fourth is geomapping of veterinary practice premises. Consequently, we invite you to join us, along with the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, as we launch this novel, innovative project on Friday, the 20th of October 2023 at the VCN headquarters in Abuja. You can participate either physically or virtually. Let's come together to celebrate our noble profession. As I've mentioned before, it's vet o'clock. Join us. Dear colleagues, you can all agree that the veterinary profession has made remarkable progress over the years. It all began with the establishment of the first veterinary school in Bom, Plateau State in 1947, leading to the establishment of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria in 1953 to regulate the profession. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. In line with the Council commitment to combat the issue of quackery within our profession, we are introducing 4 cutting-edge technology solutions, as we promised you. One is the veterinary seal, the second is the veterinary app, third is the digitized veterinary practice license, and the fourth is geomapping of veterinary practice premises. Consequently, we invite you to join us, along with the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, as we launch this novel, innovative project on Friday, the 20th of October 2023 at the VCN headquarters in Abuja. You can participate either physically or virtually. Let's come together to celebrate our noble profession. As I've mentioned before, it's vet o'clock. Join us. Dear colleagues, you can all agree that the veterinary profession has made remarkable progress over the years. It all began with the establishment of the first veterinary school in Bom, Plateau State in 1947, leading to the establishment of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria in 1953 to regulate the profession. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. In line with the Council commitment to combat the issue of quackery within our profession, we are introducing 4 cutting-edge technology solutions, as we promised you. One is the veterinary seal, the second is the veterinary app, third is the digitized veterinary practice license, and the fourth is geomapping of veterinary practice premises. Consequently, we invite you to join us, along with the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, as we launch this novel, innovative project on Friday, the 20th of October 2023 at the VCN headquarters in Abuja. You can participate either physically or virtually. Let's come together to celebrate our noble profession. As I've mentioned before, it's vet o'clock. Join us. Dear colleagues, you can all agree that the veterinary profession has made remarkable progress over the years. It all began with the establishment of the first veterinary school in Bom, Plateau State in 1947, leading to the establishment of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria in 1953 to regulate the profession. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. In line with the Council commitment to combat the issue of quackery within our profession, we are introducing 4 cutting-edge technology solutions as we promised you. One is the veterinary seal, the second is the veterinary app, third is the digitized veterinary practice license, and the fourth is geomapping of veterinary practice premises. Consequently, we invite you to join us along with the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security as we launch this novel innovative project on Friday, the 20th of October 2023 at the VCN headquarters in Abuja. You can participate either physically or virtually. Let's come together to celebrate our noble profession. As I've mentioned before, it's bet o'clock. Join us. Dear colleagues, you can all agree that the veterinary profession has made remarkable progress over the years. It all began with the establishment of the first veterinary school in Bom, Plateau State in 1947, leading to the establishment of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria in 1953 to regulate the profession. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. In line with the Council commitment to combat the issue of quackery within our profession, we are introducing 4 cutting-edge technology solutions as we promised you. One is the veterinary seal, the second is the veterinary app, third is the digitized veterinary practice license, and the fourth is geomapping of veterinary practice premises. Consequently, we invite you to join us along with the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security as we launch this novel innovative project on Friday, the 20th of October 2023 at the VCN headquarters in Abuja. You can participate either physically or virtually. Let's come together to celebrate our noble profession. As I've mentioned before, it's bet o'clock. Join us. Dear colleagues, you can all agree that the veterinary profession has made remarkable progress over the years. It all began with the establishment of the first veterinary school in Bom, Plateau State in 1947, leading to the establishment of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria in 1953 to regulate the profession. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. In line with the Council commitment to combat the issue of quackery within our profession, we are introducing 4 cutting-edge technology solutions as we promised you. One is the veterinary seal, the second is the veterinary app, third is the digitized veterinary practice license, and the fourth is geomapping of veterinary practice premises. Consequently, we invite you to join us along with the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security as we launch this novel innovative project on Friday, the 20th of October 2023 at the VCN headquarters in Abuja. You can participate either physically or virtually. Let's come together to celebrate our noble profession. As I've mentioned before, it's bet o'clock. Join us. Dear colleagues, you can all agree that the veterinary profession has made remarkable progress over the years. It all began with the establishment of the first veterinary school in Bom, Plateau State in 1947, leading to the establishment of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria in 1953 to regulate the profession. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. In line with the Council commitment to combat the issue of quackery within our profession, we are introducing 4 cutting-edge technology solutions as we promised you. One is the veterinary seal. The second is the veterinary app. Third is the digitized veterinary practice license. And the fourth is geomapping of veterinary practice premises. Consequently, we invite you to join us, along with the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, as we launch this novel, innovative project on Friday, the 20th of October 2023 at the VCN headquarters in Abuja. You can participate either physically or virtually. Let's come together to celebrate our noble profession. As I've mentioned before, it's vet o'clock. Join us. Dear colleagues, you can all agree that the veterinary profession has made remarkable progress over the years. It all began with the establishment of the first veterinary school in Bom, Plateau State in 1947, leading to the establishment of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria in 1953 to regulate the profession. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. In line with the Council commitment to combat the issue of quackery within our profession, we are introducing 4 cutting-edge technology solutions as we promised you. One is the veterinary seal. The second is the veterinary app. Third is the digitized veterinary practice license. And the fourth is geomapping of veterinary practice premises. Consequently, we invite you to join us, along with the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, as we launch this novel, innovative project on Friday, the 20th of October 2023 at the VCN headquarters in Abuja. You can participate either physically or virtually. Let's come together to celebrate our noble profession. As I've mentioned before, it's vet o'clock. Join us. Dear colleagues, you can all agree that the veterinary profession has made remarkable progress over the years. It all began with the establishment of the first veterinary school in Bom, Plateau State in 1947, leading to the establishment of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria in 1953 to regulate the profession. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. In line with the Council commitment to combat the issue of quackery within our profession, we are introducing 4 cutting-edge technology solutions as we promised you. One is the veterinary seal. The second is the veterinary app. Third is the digitized veterinary practice license. And the fourth is geomapping of veterinary practice premises. Consequently, we invite you to join us, along with the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, as we launch this novel, innovative project on Friday, the 20th of October 2023 at the VCN headquarters in Abuja. You can participate either physically or virtually. Let's come together to celebrate our noble profession. As I've mentioned before, it's vet o'clock. Join us. Dear colleagues, you can all agree that the veterinary profession has made remarkable progress over the years. It all began with the establishment of the first veterinary school in Bom, Plateau State in 1947, leading to the establishment of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria in 1953 to regulate the profession. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. In line with the Council commitment to combat the issue of quackery within our profession, we are introducing 4 cutting-edge technology solutions as we promised you. One is the veterinary seal. The second is the veterinary app. Third is the digitized veterinary practice license. And the fourth is geomapping of veterinary practice premises. Consequently, we invite you to join us, along with the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, as we launch this novel, innovative project on Friday, the 20th of October 2023 at the VCN headquarters in Abuja. You can participate either physically or virtually. Let's come together to celebrate our noble profession. As I've mentioned before, it's vet o'clock. Join us. Dear colleagues, you can all agree that the veterinary profession has made remarkable progress over the years. It all began with the establishment of the first veterinary school in Bom, Plateau State in 1947, leading to the establishment of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria in 1953 to regulate the profession. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. In line with the Council commitment to combat the issue of quackery within our profession, we are introducing 4 cutting-edge technology solutions as we promised you. One is the veterinary seal. The second is the veterinary app. Third is the digitized veterinary practice license. And the fourth is geomapping of veterinary practice premises. Consequently, we invite you to join us, along with the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, as we launch this novel, innovative project on Friday, the 20th of October 2023 at the VCN headquarters in Abuja. You can participate either physically or virtually. Let's come together to celebrate our noble profession. As I've mentioned before, it's vet o'clock. Join us. Dear colleagues, you can all agree that the veterinary profession has made remarkable progress over the years. It all began with the establishment of the first veterinary school in Bom, Plateau State in 1947, leading to the establishment of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria in 1953 to regulate the profession. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. In line with the Council commitment to combat the issue of quackery within our profession, we are introducing 4 cutting-edge technology solutions as we promised you. One is the veterinary seal. The second is the veterinary app. Third is the digitized veterinary practice license. And the fourth is geomapping of veterinary practice premises. Consequently, we invite you to join us, along with the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, as we launch this novel, innovative project on Friday, the 20th of October 2023 at the VCN headquarters in Abuja. You can participate either physically or virtually. Let's come together to celebrate our noble profession. As I've mentioned before, it's vet o'clock. Join us. Dear colleagues, you can all agree that the veterinary profession has made remarkable progress over the years. It all began with the establishment of the first veterinary school in Bom, Plateau State in 1947, leading to the establishment of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria in 1953 to regulate the profession. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. In line with the Council commitment to combat the issue of quackery within our profession, we are introducing 4 cutting-edge technology solutions as we promised you. One is the veterinary seal. The second is the veterinary app. Third is the digitized veterinary practice license. And the fourth is geomapping of veterinary practice premises. Consequently, we invite you to join us along with the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security as we launch this novel innovative project on Friday, the 20th of October 2023 at the VCN headquarters in Abuja. You can participate either physically or virtually. Let's come together to celebrate our noble profession. As I've mentioned before, it's vet o'clock. Join us. Dear colleagues, you can all agree that the veterinary profession has made remarkable progress over the years. It all began with the establishment of the first veterinary school in Bom, Plateau State in 1947, leading to the establishment of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria in 1953 to regulate the profession. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. In line with the Council commitment to combat the issue of quackery within our profession, we are introducing 4 cutting-edge technology solutions as we promised you. One is the veterinary seal. The second is the veterinary app. Third is the digitized veterinary practice license. And the fourth is geomapping of veterinary practice premises. Consequently, we invite you to join us along with the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security as we launch this novel innovative project on Friday, the 20th of October.
Talk, say something. Hello.
Why should say something?
No, we are trying to talk.
Uncle
When
Jerry,
we were ready,
good
you
afternoon.
haven't come in.
Since it is full, let us see you.
What do you?
Hello. Hello.
Let me take this thing out.
What are you taking out?
Maybe the this is
Easiest
No. No.
easiest way to hold this thing is like this. It's okay like this.
But the camera is on.
It's supposed to be binding.
Oh, yeah, say something.
Hello.
Say hello.
Hello. Hello.
I thought you came out.
Hello.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's go.
Fancy. Headroom.
Hello.
Don't cut their head. And we put them at the middle of this 70.
Hello.
Screen, the screen.
No,
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Hello.
It's 70 showing. It's working. So go on.
All right. Again.
Sorry.
All right.
We have just few minutes to take off time. And we appeal that those who are within the hall to find themselves one seat and settle down. By my left, right in front, you will find a reservation for board members. So you can sit where with the Dean of Abuja, Dean of Jos, and other members of the board. On the right, you will have the reservation for the CVOs, as well as the CG of quarantine, the first role. So please let, and directly behind are other guests, doctors, and invited guests that are here. Please do well to take your seat so that the hall will be organized.
No, I know. I see you last. Yes, yes. Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Is are reserved for board members, while directly in front of me here, the representative or members who CG quarantine, the representative or himself, he's here. We shall be doing the acknowledgement shortly, and we request that the rest of us, you take your seat so that there will be order. In a short moment from now, protocol will be established and the event will commence earnestly. For those who are within the premises of the Veterinary Council that are waiting for takeoff time, please do well to inform them that the event is about to start in earnest. The ushers, position yourself strategically, 2 per row, so you receive and send forth to the front rows here. It is not a small event that the council, and we are part of this historic event. While we are other guests, and for those one activity or another waiting for when the event has commenced, please do well to place calls.
And then after introducing herself, we're going to be asking her a few questions, and then we're just going to be getting her how excited or how she really feels about Veterinary Council of Nigeria at 70. Don't forget, I am Dr. Nancy, and I am as excited as one. I don't even know how excited I am, but then I know it is above 100, because I mean, it is beautiful to watch that as a young veterinarian, I am seeing innovations being launched today at the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. So we're going to be interviewing a lot of them today, and yes, we're going to be with me for a very long time. So let's meet with Dr. China as she introduces herself, and then we'll ask her how she feels. So, good afternoon and welcome to our
Yes, good afternoon, Dr. Nancy.
Yes, it's nice
my
to
baby.
Meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yes, my name is Dr. China Joe Irobe, and currently I am the chairperson, Nigeria Veterinary Medical Association FCT chapter.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
That's beautiful.
That's just about a month ago.
So you see, we have very great personalities. We have very great personalities with us here today, and we're going to be asking them just a simple question. So, Ma, what do you think? So today we are celebrating Veterinary Council of Nigeria at 70. So what do you think about this milestone? Because it's actually a very laudable one. So what do you think about this milestone of having the VCN at 70? And it didn't finish at 1, at 2, at 3, at 4, and we are here at 70 to celebrate the Veterinary Council of Nigeria.
In fact, if I say I feel so happy, it's an understatement. That's the truth. You know why? 2013, when VCN was 60, Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association was 50. And we had the privilege of hosting the national convention here in Abuja to mark 60 years VCN and 50 years MVMA. And bearing that in mind, last year, we had it in mind that VCN is going to be 70 by this year, and MVMA 60. That prompted us to bid to host this year's national convention. But unfortunately, Lagos State snatched it from us. But we are not regretting. Here we are today, still celebrating, because VCN is 70. Let me shock you. Last week, we visited the acting registrar, and I reminded him, I said, Dr. Fadikwe, are you forgetting something? VCN is going to be 70. That was when it now occurred to him, oh yes, let's see how we are going to incorporate it in this continuing education. And good a thing, the launching came. Honestly speaking, I am highly, 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 highly excited to be part of this event. I am so glad. And what a thing is happening when I became the chairman of the FCT MVMA. Honestly speaking, I'm telling you, I am very, very glad. Look, I wish VCN the best. Honestly, the leadership, I was even referring to them today. I was commending them today. I said, look, we have been having continuing education. This year's own, I raised my thumbs up for them. It was so great. It was so great. And again, I say kudos to the leadership of VCN. I know what my madam can do. Fortunately, I am a daughter of the VCN president. And so you don't expect less from us. I give it to her, I give it to her, I give it to her. With the lot of things they are going to launch today, I'm telling you, the veterinary profession and the veterinary community is going places and places and places. No stopping, nothing can stop us. We are unstoppable. We are launching into the deep. And I wish everyone that will be here a great time. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, so you've heard her. I mean, it's amazing to watch, as I said, right? You know, after 70 years, we can proudly say as veterinarians that we are leveraging on technology, because everything that is going to be launched here today, just as you heard our big mama say, right, from the veterinary app to the geomapping and all of that. Like, it's beautiful to watch that veterinarians are now leveraging on technology. And as she said, kudos to the Veterinary Council of Nigeria and its leadership. And of course, it's a very good time to also say big congratulations to her for being the NVMA FCT chapter chairman. I mean, we are proud to associate with you. We are happy to have you.
Thank you.
And we say that we hope that the reason why we voted you in as FCT NVMA chairman comes to reality, and we trust you to do the job.
With all your support.
Yes, of course, we are here to support you every day, every time. So thank you for coming, and we hope you have a very memorable time here at Maitama, Abuja. Thank you, and God bless you for joining our interview.
Dr. Nancy.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Let's go. No, she said we should go.
very supportive in this veterinary business and all of that. And we are always proud to associate with him at all times as our father in the profession and as our senior colleague and just name it. I'm not sure there's any event that concerns the veterinary community that you will not see him in. It's always there to support. So it is a beautiful event here at Maitama, and of course you're with Dr. Nancy and also. And want to just get your thoughts around what's happening here at the American Nigeria Maitama.
What did we do?
Like I'm not saying.
So what's going on now?
Hearing any sound.
Sorry. The video is there. So do I have to change it every time?
Dr. Nancy, talk, let me hear.
Hello.
So my flights are turning down already. Okay. Aha, now it's fine. Just start. You can't wait.
Kasame Panks, Kaja Machinana.
Okay. Okay, so everybody's excited here at the Veterinary Council of Nigeria Maitama. So there's a lot of greetings, a lot of huggings, and a lot of excitement in the air. Like you can see it on everybody's expression and face, right? So yes, as I said, today you're going to be seeing a lot of faces in the veterinary community who are here present with us at Veterinary Council of Nigeria, Maitama, Nigeria. And with us right now is one of the most supportive veterinarians in Nigeria. I always be proud to associate with this man because, excuse me, he is always present to support. Like, he is always there. I am not sure I've attended or have heard of any veterinary veterinary ceremony that he has not been there to support. And then today we are going to hear from him about what he feels about Veterinary Council of Nigeria at 70. So sir, you're going to quickly introduce yourself so that everybody watching will also know who you are, because of course I know who you are and I know everybody else knows. So please kindly introduce yourself and let us know.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. My name is Monday Ojiamia. I'm a veterinary surgeon, and because of that, I enjoy the prefix Dr. Monday Ojiamia. Yeah, that's right. And having said that, I also want to say we have reasons to thank God, who is our creator, because it's on the basis of his will that different people at different times, they are available for different occasions. What do I mean by that? I have had the privilege of being a veterinary surgeon since 1987. I saw the Veterinary Council when they were operating at VOM, when they had office at VOM. I was there, visited there. In a way, part of the administrative structure. When I say that, it means my documents had something to do with the administration then. Year in, year out, we saw them came to Abuja to have an office. And again, year after year, here we are now counting 70 years of the existence of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. That's why I'm really giving thanks to God. Then going forward, we are again fortunate and blessed by the crop of vets that are in charge of the Veterinary Council at this point in time. Be that as it may, we must never and we cannot forget the labor of those who led the Veterinary Council many, many years back. I remember the first registrar, Dr. O.O. Onabira, and then other people came in up until now that we have. But again, the council has also been there. But we are particularly thankful to God for this crop of people who are leading the council as we speak. Of course, but for what they are, we are not likely going to have the kind of celebrations that we are having now. But it's not just a celebration. You imagine something that has not happened in the entire life of the veterinary profession in Nigeria. The unveiling of the app, and then the issue of having a seal for veterinary surgeons that are in practice, and all other things put together. This is simply wonderful, and we cannot thank God enough for this crop of people who are in charge. Of course, by yesterday I spoke with the president of the council in her capacity, Dr. Aisha Bakar, together with the brother who is in charge of the media unit of the veterinary council, Dr. Femi Kayode. I am so grateful to them.
Keep the light inside. Lights inside.
Let me just share a bit of story that I think should have a place in history. I happen to be one of those who contested for the membership of the council when it was to hold about 3 years or so ago. I contested. Even as a contestant, Femi was also one of them. Of course, by the reason of graduation and year, he is much junior colleague to myself. But there was something I spotted in him. And while people were campaigning here and there, I left my own campaigning for myself. I left it. I wrote something about what is peculiar about Femi Kayode. I wrote it. And I put in those qualities to show that there is something that is unique about him. And that let the vets consider him to be one of those in the veterinary council by giving them their votes. It will interest you that before the election, people were wondering, how can you write this kind of thing? You are a contestant. You are writing about someone who is a fellow contestant and a younger person for that matter. I say, yes, he may be young, but he has what the contemporary dispensation that we need. And I don't have it. My interest is more of the veterinary profession than myself as an individual. I am more interested in the growth, development, everything that has to do with the profession than myself. What that simply means is that if for any reason there is someone that has greater potentials for the purpose for which they need the profession to move, to higher heights, I am prepared to sacrifice myself. And that I did. And I have no apology. But the other side of it is that now you are speaking about the more you encourage others to do what is right by ensuring that they are there, as they do it, because I am a member of the community of the veterinary surgeons, once the profession is uplifted, I also get uplifted. This is the beauty of it. So I want to use this privilege to actually, it's either to encourage or to discourage, whichever one. To discourage people from the issue that has to do with selfishness. If it's not me, then it will not work. So I will discourage. Then I also want to encourage people at different levels, wherever it matters most, that you bury yourself, bring out someone who is better than you for the purpose of uplifting the profession. I encourage as many people to do that. Because that's the only way we can go. I am aware, after the members were elected, there was to be the election of the president of the council as I did not win. I was not one of those who won the election to be part of the council. But it will interest you that I was invited. The dinner that preceded their swearing in, I was part and parcel of it. What else can you say to that? And somehow I gave my own reason to say, look, there is something special again about this lady. Incidentally, she happened to be the only female vet that was elected into the council. And that evening that preceded their swearing in, that's to say the evening before they were to elect their officers, I still spoke. I said, look, Dr. Aishatu Babakar Baju has something that if every one of you bury your masculine advantages and your masculine whatever, you give her your vote for she to be the president of the council. I say there are heights that we are going to attain. Of course, some people will jokingly say that you are a pastor, that is why you can sleep. But I am not. I only hope that people will have the clarity of their mind and then do what is right.
Of course. I mean, you have heard it all from him. It's about selflessness, it's about supporting the leaders. And of course, you have heard the two speakers we've had here today talk about very beautiful things about the present leadership of the Veterinary Council. So I am joining them and I am saying kudos to the current leadership of the Veterinary Council. And of course, we're not forgetting those who have led us before now. So, sir, just for the last question before we let you go. In one word, right? Describe how you feel about VCN at 70 and the innovations VCN leaders have brought into veterinary medicine at this point.
Certainly, I said before that I am thankful to God that at this point in history, I have the privilege of being alive. And from all indications, it's simply great. It's only great. But great is the lowest level of standards. What that simply means that something greater is ahead, and it's not likely we are going to have what is the greatest. But let us continually improve on that greatness that we have now so that our tomorrow will be greater. This is just what I will say. And for anyone who will be coming in, please, I beg and I plead, God forbid. Of course, there is time for everything. There is season for everything. Time to come, time to go. A time will come when this crop of leaders of VCN, they would have served their tenure. They will leave. Tenure come, tenure go. But one thing is that whoever, people that be coming in, the least they will make is to improve on the best that they make. Yes, that's right.
Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. And then make sure you have a lot of fun here in this. Because I mean, that inside is something.
Yeah, that's right.
It's happening inside. So just make sure to have fun. And thank you for joining us.
I appreciate it.
All right.
I did see now. This is I put something else on it. This is what you used to know that.
Sorry, come and give me standing something.
Yeah, it's
That.
Hello?
When they finish this thing,
Yes,
what's
why
going
they-
on that song?
Why didn't they?
Why did they
Why are they not?
I think that's what it was trying to handle. So,
5 million, give 5 I do.
Yes, I need one.
Oh no. Appreciate sir. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Ẹ kú jọ mẹ́rin, ìjọ márùn-ún, gbogbo lẹ́kọ̀ọ́sọ̀, ìjọ márùn-ún.
Ẹ ṣe gan fa, ó dó pé. Ṣé mú dúró?
Mo dúró pa.
Alright.
Ṣé ọ̀gá ti ṣe?
All right, just as I said earlier, it's a lot of excitement in the air. I know it's a lot of waiting, huggings, and happiness all over here in my town of America, of Nigeria. And of course, today we also have one of the most important personalities in vet community, right? I mean, do you know what it means to have Dr. Tunji Nasir here with us? We are celebrating Veterinary Council of Nigeria at 70, and of course we are going to be hearing from him as he introduces himself and also tell us how he feels about Veterinary Council of Nigeria at 70. And I mean, having it that he is part of the people making it work. I mean, we are celebrating innovation. Also tell us how you feel about Veterinary Council of Nigeria at 70.
Yeah, good afternoon everyone. I'm Dr. Olatunji Nasir. I'm a member of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria and the chairman of the panel of Veterinary Council. I was formerly the chairman of the Veterinary Industry of Nigeria. And it feels to be a member of the Veterinary Council, part of a group of people that regulate the practice of training of especially acknowledge really happy that you're part of the team. And I'm so happy. And that is why the level of kind of disease of service join me as welcome because of the work of in our midst. At the same time, the level of training, our curriculum of together as much as but I think it's a work in progress, and I'm happy to be part of the team. And again, like you said, we're embracing technology. A lot is happening today. Guys, practice license.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Welcome you especially. We'd like to also acknowledge in our midst this afternoon
I'm proud of
I am very proud of NCDC, Nigeria Center for Disease Control, is no other
Kudos to the Veterinary Council of Nigeria.
Let's put our hands together.
The leadership of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria is doing so much. I am saying it again.
I hope
I am happy to be a veterinarian. Exactly, I am so happy to be a veterinarian. You know what it means? Veterinarians are leveraging on technology. Like it's not very rampant.
It's not the same anymore.
The Director General of
We have done.
is no other but
Alright,
Professor
thank you for joining us. And then I'm just going to ask one more last question. In one word, describe how you feel about what is happening. One word.
Let's put our hands together
Did you hear
for
that?
thank you very much.
Did you hear that?
We'd like to especially acknowledge also
Thank you, sir.
the Director of Nigeria Agricultural Quarantine Services. We'd like to specially acknowledge in our midst, very specially, the chairman of our continuing education.
Yes, we are.
We thank you for the lecture.
This has to be the most important and very exciting interview because, of course, with me here is the president of the council. And as I said, we are the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. here in Abuja, Maitama, and we are celebrating the Veterinary Council at 70, and of course, with the president. So we are going to be hearing from her and the horse's mouth directly to know how she feels about what is happening here today. The excitement, me, I'm excited. I'm excited to hear this. So imagine standing next to the president and hearing it from her mouth. So
we'd like to also acknowledge
in our midst this afternoon being the leadership of the council at this moment, and the leadership, the council has been here in existence for over 70 years, and you are here today as the president, and then, I mean, you are doing wonders because we are celebrating technology.
The chairman of NVMA Abuja chapter.
Honestly, I feel excited, I feel pleased, I feel fulfilled.
You have to be
because this is one of the major policies we have made in the veterinary community.
Watching you and they are showing you road.
Veterinary council activities.
And when I talk about showing road, I feel a bit bad that I took a journey of 293 kilometers and I paid just 7,000 naira.
Cutting edge technology
and then they took me
solutions
from
for the
area
fight
3
against quackery in our profession.
10
One is the
kilometers.
digitized national
And I still
veterinary
pay 4,000.
practicing license. Second is
That
the
means
veterinary
if they are to
schools, the
take
new
me by that
innovation,
distance,
so
I
that
should be
next time
paying
any
flight
you sign
to go
any
back to
document,
Magodo.
veterinary document, you must
But I thank God for
your
this wonderful
for
chap
it to be a legal
of
document.
Abuja
And
Center.
the third one is the
She
marking of
is no
veterinary
other
practice premises.
but
And then the fourth is having an app
CSP, Chief
where we have a
Superintendent
way
of
to
Police,
collaborate, to interact, to
Dr.
interface with our clients.
Chinas I.
Clients
Let's
will
put
be
our
able
hands
to use
together
the app
for the
to
chair.
identify, to authenticate
Sitting very
the
close to
veterinarian
her
that is actually
is the
a registered
secretary.
veterinarian.
I
And
have
today
to do
also
this
is
little
70
bias
years.
because
This
they
year
are
is
our
70 years of
landlord
the veterinary
and we
council of
welcome
Nigeria
every one of
from
us here present.
1953. So
We want to
you know that the
specially
first veterinary
acknowledge
school was
all
the
those
first
who
vet
have
practice was
traveled
in
from far and
1941,
near. There are a
and
lot
then
of
the first
deans,
veterinary
there are a
school
lot
was in
of directors,
Then the
there are
veterinary
a lot
council was
of
established in
head of units
1953 to
as
regulate
far as this
the
profession is
training and the
concerned.
practice of
And
veterinary.
maybe,
So
just
it's
maybe, I
an
should show a
interesting
little
time,
bias
and for us to
to
celebrate
also
with
acknowledge
this
my deed to
huge
avoid that
historic
short sentence
innovation is
that
quite
they will
commendable.
write,
Looking from
explain
the point of
why
Mr.
disciplinary
President's
action should not be taken
livestock
against you.
transmission reform, that is
Once you
his
see
renewed
that,
hope
you'll be wondering
initiative
what
of
happened to
Mr.
Oga at home
President.
yesterday.
So
So put your hands
the council
together
is
for the Vice
aligning with
President
Mr.
of Veterinary Council of
ensure that
Nigeria, Professor Matthew
we are able to
Adamu,
provide
who happens to
the
be my
highest
dean
standard of
back
veterinary
home.
services for
Sir,
Nigeria
you're
to
welcome.
improve productivity of our
I have
livestock,
just
and
spotted
then
the
dealing with
president
emerging and
of
emerging diseases,
NVMA,
especially zoonosis.
who came
So
in
honestly,
perhaps
today is
by
a good
flight
day.
and
I know
arrived
veterinarians have
shortly.
been very
Distinguished
patient, they have been
ladies and
resilient.
gentlemen, put
They
your
have,
hands
they have
together
promised,
as we
oh, we have
welcome
promised them this. Today is
Dr.
the day.
Mrs.
So finally, it's happening. It is happening.
Ketri
It's happening.
Yes.
So yes, of
Olutoye
course, as she said, right? The seal is
Adetuberu,
very unique.
fellow
It's
College of
it's
Vessel
been a
Dams
lot of
Nigeria. Let's put
quackery
our
out
hands
there.
together for her.
You have a quackery, you sign,
President,
and then
you're
you finish
welcome.
signing, and then a quack.
Thank you very
Sign.
specially.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
So
It's
now
really
you have,
This
you have
subsidy is not
it's
affecting
very
our president
Yeah.
because
I
she's
can tell you
shining.
that
Put
I
your
have
hands
seen it
together
happen,
for
so
her.
I know what you're talking about. So now you have a
Oh, it's
seal that has
affecting
your
you.
name, and then
And
you
your
have a seal
VCN number.
that has your VCN number. I
Yes.
mean, no
I
quack.
can see
And
the
then
way
that
you're laughing. I'm
digitized
suspecting you.
veterinary practice license. It has
You know,
a QR
in
number. You use
Abuja,
the app.
a lot
Just
of
put
things
the client will
happen.
just put
While I
your
was coming, I
VCN
was
number
sitting close to
and your
someone.
picture
So
will
we're
pop
talking
up
and I
and your
asked,
status, whether you are
what do you
qualified
do
to
for a
practice
living?
or
He said,
not.
I live in Abuja. That means
You are
living here is work.
Yeah.
So I must say, we've
Well,
interviewed
it's
a
not
couple
easy.
of people, and all
So
of
I
them
want
have
to appreciate
very
all of
good
us for
things to say
coming.
about the current
This is a
leadership.
high-profile event.
And
I
of course,
would
I am very
ordinarily would have loved to identify everyone by
all of
name,
you and your team
but you can see that once I
and
attempt
it's
to
also
do
a
that,
very
I
good day
receive
to appreciate
signals
what
and
you
I
have
have to
done so far.
hold
I
breaks
mean, the young guys should be
so
proud,
that
the
I don't
old
run
guys should be
into
proud, and all of us are proud.
complications.
So in one word,
Otherwise, I
tell
would
us,
not have left
how
out
do
to
you
call
feel?
Gani
Excited.
and
Excited as the president,
and
the
these
12th
other people. But
indigenous
anyhow,
president of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, the first women in 70 years.
we'll begin to do
I'm so
that. But
glad.
for now,
And I
am
had a
excited
wonderful
too.
thing,
request that
a
for those
wonderful
who
thing
are
to go
supposed
with
to
it.
begin here but are yet to
Fantastic.
arrive, kindly let them know.
So you've
All
heard it all from the
calls
horse's
are
mouth. It's
on,
all
and I'm
excitement
sure
in the air, and as I
the
said
minister
earlier,
will be
it's been a
here
lot of
any
greetings,
moment. Already
a
his
lot of
advanced team is
laughing, a
here.
lot of the excitement is extra. I can feel it from the energy in the room.
Yes, I want to congratulate all veterinarians.
We're happy to
Yes.
have her. We're happy to have her. And thank you for joining us. And we have to ask questions
that we are part of 70
Thank you,
years
ma'am.
of the council.
You have the vice president.
Mike.
Yes,
For ourselves to be celebrated. So can we put our hands together for ourselves for being alive to be
So with me today, after we just interviewed the president, and of course now we have the vice president of the council. I mean, these people have done amazingly well, and there's no reason why we should not be happy and elated to hear from them here today. So of course, you're going to introduce yourself to us, and then you're going to tell us how you feel about being a member of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria Governing Board, and then you're also going to tell us how you feel about Veterinary Council of Nigeria at 70. So sir, can we know you?
My name is Professor Matthew Adamu. I'm the Vice President, Veterinary Council of Nigeria, and the Dean, College of Veterinary Medicine, Joseph Zawantaka University, Makurdi, Benue State. Today, we are marking 70 years of the establishment of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, and 70 is not a small years at all. Let me say that currently on the board of the council, there is nobody that is up to the age of 70. And so that means we all are younger than the council. So the council, you can see, have come a long way from that last 70 years. You can see the edifice that we are currently occupying is one of the best edifices as far as any regulatory body is concerned in Nigeria. And these are efforts that have been made by our founding fathers who have tried to build this council over the years. Today, some of us are willing, trying to build on what they have established within the last, over 60 years before we came in. So it's a very good day for us. It's a day that we're all happy to be associated with the council for the good things that are actually happening.
I mean, you heard that. Even the governing board, they are still less than 70, and we are celebrating Veterinary Council of Nigeria at 70. It is a great milestone. It's not easy to preserve laws, rules for over this length of years, right? And we have people who are currently at the how do I put it, at the point of making things happen. And today we are celebrating technology in the veterinary community. We have a couple of things we are unveiling today in the veterinary community, and all are linked to technology. So sir, how do you feel about being in the team that are making this technology dream come true? Because the world is moving towards technology. Of course, everybody knows the world is moving towards technology, and then we have the veterinary community joining this people who are leveraging on technology to make things happen around the world.
Yes.
So how do you feel?
I want to say that the world is driven by technology now. It is not how hard you work, but how smart you work. And from inception of this board, we decided to make an opinion poll to know what veterinarians want moving forward. And part of it, especially among the younger generations, is for the veterinary council activity to move seamless and in such a way that information driven. So we decided to part of the roadmap is to see how we can digitize, the veterinary council functions. And we are very lucky that we have people in council like Dr. Femi, who is younger and so well articulated as far as information technology is concerned. He has been at the background of trying to drive this process with the support of the president of council. Dr. Femi has helped to see how this process is driven. So today we are going to launch this app to see that this process of registration, this process of trying to see that you can confirm who is a veterinarian or who is not a veterinarian will be at our fingertips. Even at the comfort of your room, you'll be able to do a lot of things with these platforms that we are launching. The veterinary community cannot afford to be left behind in this generation of IT. We are already moving to artificial intelligence and so many other things that are coming up. As such, we cannot afford to be left behind, and that is why we are trying this process. And I know there is no process that is 100% perfect. We may have some challenges, but I can assure the veterinary community that those challenges will be surmounted with time, and we will improve on whatever we're having today moving forward. We believe that the generation that will come after us too will come and do better than us. That is our wish and that is our prayer. So this is a great moment for veterinary medicine and veterinary profession in Nigeria that everybody must rise and be part of. You cannot afford to be left behind in this drive, in this movement. You have to join the movement and move at the speed which we are moving. We are moving at a supersonic speed, and if you are left behind, then sorry. Thank you.
So in one word, describe how you feel right now about what's going on.
I want to say honestly and sincerely that my feelings, I lack, whether an adjective or to qualify my feeling. I'm actually very elated, very excited and happy with this occasion that I'm part and parcel of as Vice President of Council.
You can see. So, I mean, he's not the only one who is lacking words right now to describe how they feel about what's going on. And I can tell you, he said he's excited, he's elated, and I mean, sir, it's a beautiful time to also say that the current leadership of the council is doing well, and we congratulate you all for the milestone we have reached at 70, and we say thank you for all you do for the veterinary community, and well done. I mean, as you can all see, everyone keeps mentioning Dr. Kayode Femi in all the interviews we've had here today, and it really means a lot that they appreciate the younger ones who are coming forward, because I mean, everybody also knows that Dr. Kayode Femi is the youngest council member, and everybody agrees with us that he's doing so well and bringing a lot of technology with the support of a very beautiful team to see this through. So thank you very much, sir, and we hope to have you. If we have any more questions for you.
Before I leave, let me say we need to thank the veterinary community for the opportunity they have given us the last 3.5 years to superintend over the affairs of the council. It's an opportunity, it's a privilege. We are not the best that they can have, but for now, they have put the responsibility on us. We thank them for this opportunity, and we look forward for more robust engagement, more ideas that can come from them for we to implement moving forward within the next 1.5 years that we will still be on board. For the veterinary family, I say kudos to all of you out there. You are doing a great job, and believe you me, your council will not let you down under the leadership of our able and able president. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you very much, sir, for thanking us. Because I'm part of the veterinary community. All right, thank you very much.
This girl really thrilled you.
Aisha. Today we have the executive director of the MVRI. I mean, you should know what that means for her to be here present today, right? And then we have her here, and she's going to be telling us how she feels about what is going on here today. Because for me, I've already said that I feel very excited to be a vet today and to be here present to see what is going on and what is going to be done. And of course, we have one of the big issues and one of the big women we have in the veterinary community. You do not know what that feels like. So yes, ma, you're going to be introducing yourself to the veterinary community, and then you're also going to tell us how you feel about the Veterinary Council of Nigeria at 70.
Okay, my name is Mariam Mohammed. I am the executive of the National Veterinary Research Institute. I'm very excited to be here. 70 years as the existence of the Veterinary Council is something to be happy about, something to be marked, and I think that the Council has moved from strength to strength, and 70 years is worth celebrating.
Okay, you had that, like 70 years is what the celebration, and I agree with her totally. I agree with her. You know, keeping laws, keeping rules, it's actually something very difficult. So to have preserved the council for a length of 70 years is something to be celebrated. So yes, ma, so you know, today we have a lot of things that wants to fulfill, and most of them are connected to technology, right? So how do you feel about the invention of, or the development, the innovations the current council leaders have brought into the vet community?
It's fantastic. Technology is the way to move, and we know that, for example, the seal, when we all have our seals and our veterinary council numbers, that will reduce the quackery that is taking place in the veterinary profession. For us to be able to also geo-map where veterinary hospitals and licensed premises are, will make it easier for the general public to access the services of private veterinarians and ensure that they stay away from patronizing quacks. So this is a step in the right direction, and as I said, it is worth celebrating. Technology is the way to go, and I would like to celebrate and to congratulate the members of the board and the council for taking this initiative and bringing it this far.
Of course, we have had technology is what celebrates. And the world is moving towards technology. The veterinary community is moving towards technology. So, in one word, ma, how do you feel about today?
Oh, I feel fantastic. Very gratifying to be here. Yes.
I mean, did you hear that? Gratifying. Fantastic. As I said, it is all excitement in the air, and of course we have almost all the big fishes in the veterinary community here to celebrate this milestone, and we are very happy to have you. Ma, I mean, it is beautiful to be in the presence of one of the big fishes. You don't know how it feels, I know. But then thank you very much for granting us audience, and thank you for being here. Thank you very much. It's your She's about to have a lot of us all angry. Oh, okay.
And she's gone. Sorry, please.
Yeah, yeah,
Going online.
continue.
Yes.
All right.
What life?
All right. So, today is a good day to celebrate veterinary community, and we do not just have great veterinarians here, right? We also have very important personalities in Nigeria who have come to pay homage to the veterinary community and who have been part of agriculture for a very long time. Today with me we have a very beautiful lady and who has been amazing. She has been all chase of what a leader should be, right? And she serves as a former commissioner of agriculture in Kano State, and of course, listen again, a former SSA to the President of Nigeria, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in agriculture. So we are about to have a very beautiful interview with this lady, and she's about to tell us how she feels about the veterinary community. She's not a vet, but then she's here to celebrate with us. So ma'am, please, you just introduce yourself to us, tell us your name, and then you just tell us how you feel about the veterinary community. You've worked in the agricultural community, and then this is
can we have everybody inside? The honorable inside. We don't want to have people loitering here, please.
Well, the veterinary community, as you know, is a very important community in every Nigerian's life because Nigerians are meat lovers. They love meat. So without a healthy meat, I'm sure you know the result. So the first and foremost is that every Nigerian should be a veterinary lover. They help in making sure that all our animals are safe, are good for consumption and fit for human consumption, and they take care of animals so that we don't have diseases that do not go well with human beings. Apart from that, I'm a veterinary lover. I'm here to celebrate and to support them in spirit and physically because this is a very memorable event.
So, we are celebrating the veterinary and we are also celebrating a lot of innovations in the veterinary community, which includes the geo-mapping. We are geo-mapping all veterinary clinics in Nigeria. So, from the veterinary council, you can see where a particular vet clinic is or where a particular vet establishment is. We also have the seal, and then we have the veterinary app, which maybe someone who is not a vet can quickly know if the person is talking to him or her is a vet, right? So all of that is about to be launched here today. So tell us, what do you think about what this technology is going to
establish the protocol and we move
Well,
on.
as you know, technology makes our lives a lot easier, and with this proper certification, it will help us to know the chief from the chaff, because we've been having a lot of adulteration and a lot of quack veterinary imposters, and therefore with this it will enable the veterinary community to carry forward their profession, just like the Bar Association and other such associations, with a very proper seal. You can know that yes, you're getting the proper and the right medicine for your animals and that you are going to be safe, inshallah. So this is a milestone, and then going by the current trend, digital technology has come to play a very important role. And any organization that is leaving technology behind is surely not ready to move. So you can see that the veterinary society is ready to move amongst the Nigerian, veterinary sector and among other sectors. So it's a step in the right direction.
This is like the second or third time we are hearing that it's a step in the right direction. So thank you very much for being here. I'm going to ask you in one word, how do you feel about being here today?
Honestly, I feel very happy as an animal lover, like I told you. I am the initiator of the first mobile zoo in Nigeria, That's where I can meet my lions, my hyenas, while I was the Commissioner for Agriculture at any location in Nigeria. So having a very professional veterinary community, I know that my animals will continue to be healthy and safe, and even where I have left now, I know they will be better. Apart from that, I'm an equestrian lover, and I know with a better veterinary community, the horses are going to be well and they will be good to ride. I look forward to when I will see international competitions in the equestrian world, including polo, horse racing, horse jumping, and other related activities. Playing safely, including the very fragile horses, the hybrid horses, the Argentine horses that need to stabilize. So with proper and professional veterinary society, I know that these species will be safe and they will come to Nigeria and
I love to say it. I love to say it. I love to say it. I mean, imagine not being a veterinarian and she can speak about the vet community in such a good manner. I must say, I'm excited to be standing in your presence.
I'm excited too.
It's beautiful to see intelligent women. And I'm telling you that I'm standing with one intelligent woman in Nigeria right now.
In addition, that the president, I know Dr. Aisha Abubakar, is a very hardworking lady, because I worked with her when I was Commissioner for Agriculture. She has been responsible for all the captures of my zebras and all other related zoo animals. And I know how, an action woman, how actionable she is, and straight to the point. So Veterinary Society is happy and is lucky to have such a wonderful lady as their president.
Women are doing well. That's all I can tell you. Thank you very much. Thank you. See, talk to the veterinary doctor.
Is also out there. I want to appeal that there shouldn't be movement and rushing. Just take your seats as the minister makes his way into the arena. We would like us to coordinate ourselves, very especially by the grace of God. The minister is within the premises. When he steps out, he will step on the red carpet outside and take his photograph, probably with the president of council. Thereafter, make his way into the arena and take his seat. The DJ please get ready the national anthem and the second stanza as our opening prayer, so that we will take that and the event will kickstart formally, so that we will spend the little time.
Can we have a picture?
So have copies of the program. You may look at it. It's a brief ceremony actually, and we hope to stick to that. The minister is on the red carpet at the moment. The moments are being captured.
Register, join us.
As he walks into the hall, we shall move those who are to sit on the high table with him, and also establish the protocol so that we can start. Once the minister is seated on his once he's inside the hall and seated on his seat, we shall quickly
Okay. Thank you, sir. Nice to meet you, sir. Thank you. All right.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I announce the arrival of the Honorable Minister for Agriculture and Food Security, Federal Republic of Nigeria, is no other but distinguished Senator.
The Chief Veterinary Officer, Acting Registrar of Council, and here the representative of FAO, and the DJ, please, can we have the national anthem so that the program starts? May we be seated. May I request the President of NVMA to take her seat as we establish the protocol. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome in our midst this morning, rather this afternoon, the Honorable, you know, when you come from the village, the temperature is cool. You think it's still morning. We'd like to welcome the Honorable Minister for Agriculture and Food Security, our own father and our own friend, distinguished Senator Abubakar Kyari, CON. Sir, you're welcome. We'd like to also acknowledge and welcome in our midst, though the host and the organizer, we have to acknowledge her very specially, the one and only capacity president of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, AIG Aishatu Abubakar Baju, OONMNI. Ma, you're welcome. May I very specially acknowledge and also welcome in our midst this afternoon, very quickly, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. He is no other but Dr. Ernest Afolabi Omaye. He is represented by the Chief Veterinary Officer, our very own Dr. Lumba Teru Vakuru. Let's put our hands together for him. May I quickly also acknowledge him in his capacity as the #1 veterinarian in Nigeria. So let's give him another round of applause, please. Seated next to him, I'd like to acknowledge the representative, or rather the team lead of FAO and ECTAD. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Dr. Otto Muhinda. We'd like to specially acknowledge and welcome in our midst the Acting Registrar, Veterinary Council of Nigeria, the ever-looking young and most hard-working, our very own Dr. Oladotun Ebenezer Fadipe. May I very specially acknowledge and welcome also the President of Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, our very own Dr. Oluwatoyin Catherine Adetubero, Fellow College of Vet Surgeons, Nigeria. It is our privilege and honor to specially take this moment to acknowledge the Honorable Minister, the President of the Veterinary Council, the Registrar of the Council, the representative of the Permanent Secretary, the President NVMA, representative of agencies that are here present, directors, heads of organizations, invited guests, members of the board, ladies and gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I, at this juncture, welcome all of us and establish this protocol for us to follow at this event. And without wasting time, we'd like to, at this juncture, invite for an opening prayer. The second stanza was not available, and so it was not taken, and so we should go ahead. All right, thank you very much. So we now call on the President of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, the one and only capacity, AIG Aishatu Abubakar Baju, to please rise and deliver the welcome address. May we encourage her with a round of applause, please.
Our Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator CON, of Nigeria, board members of the council, former CV here present, the NVMA president, the FAO ECTAD coordinator, NC representative, the CG, Nigerian Agricultural Quarantine Services, ably represented,
our eminent colleagues, lovers of veterinarians, a good former Commissioner for Agriculture, Kano State, and former Special Advisor to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Dr. Baraka Sani. Ladies and gentlemen, our very esteemed professional colleagues, the veterinarians, gentlemen of the press, good afternoon. I stand before you today with a profound sense of honor and privilege as we celebrate a momentous occasion, the 70th anniversary of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria and the official launch of the Veterinary Council Digitization projects. The field of veterinary medicine has come a long way in our country. It traces its roots back to Captain Kerr, who was the first veterinary surgeon to practice in Nigeria in 1914. Our journey led to the establishment of the first veterinary school in Vom, Plateau State in 1947, which proudly produced the first 3 veterinary graduates of Nigerian origin. Today, we boast of 11 approved veterinary schools accredited by the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. With this evolution came the establishment of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria in 1953 to ensure the quality of veterinary training and practice in our country. It's worth noting that today marks the 70th year of its existence. The VCN has several vital functions and responsibilities, including 1, setting and updating standards for the knowledge and skills required for registration as veterinary surgeons. 2, maintaining a register of registered veterinary surgeons and periodically publishing this list. 3, evaluating the quality of instruction in our higher institution to ensure accreditation. 4, ensuring standards in approved institutions are maintained and improved. And 5, promoting ethical and law-abiding practices among registered veterinary surgeons through ongoing professional continuing education. You also recall, my dear colleagues, that our president has issued a compelling challenge through his renewed hope agenda on national livestock reform. He looks to the veterinary community for guidance in transforming the livestock sector to enhance food security. In response, the Veterinary Council is aligning with this vision, ensuring the highest level of service delivery by veterinarians and veterinary paraprofessionals. This alignment aims to boost livestock productivity and effectively addressing emerging and re-emerging diseases, especially zoonosis in our country. In the light of these challenges, the VCN is taking significant steps to elevate the quality of our veterinarians and veterinary professionals in line with the national reform. These steps encompass reviewing veterinary curriculum in our veterinary institutions to produce veterinarians with day 1 competencies in line with World Organization for Animal Health. We're also restructuring the College of Veterinary Surgeons, Nigeria, and innovating the conduct of our continuing education program, which we have all witnessed yesterday. Today, we introduce 4 cutting-edge technology solutions. 1 is the veterinary seal, 2, the veterinary app, 3, digitized veterinary practice license, and 4, geomapping of veterinary practice premises. These innovations are our response to combat quackery in our profession and enhance the efficiency of veterinarians and veterinary paraprofessionals in service delivery. We encourage all veterinary professionals to embrace these innovations and collaborate with the Council to eradicate quackery in Nigeria. In turn, the Council will continue its unwavering support and collaboration with relevant stakeholders to provide the enabling environment towards achieving and maintaining qualitative veterinary services for our national development. May I, at this juncture, extend our sincere gratitude to our own Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kyari, CON, who, for his exceptional leadership and guidance, since he came to work, he has always had an open door policy for us. He has also been very, very passionate about Mr. President's vision and is ready to make sure he provides the necessary environment, conducive environment for us to function. I also like to acknowledge the invaluable support of our amiable permanent secretary, Dr. Ernest Omakie, for stabilizing the council during our most challenging times. I'm sure the board members know what I'm talking about. I also want to thank the entire veterinary community for your resilience and trust in the council's leadership. Our board members and VCN staff deserve recognition for their dedication, sacrifices, passion, and love for the profession. In conclusion, I want to extend our heartfelt congratulations to all veterinarians and veterinary paraprofessionals on this momentous 70th anniversary celebration of our council and the historic launch of the veterinary digitization projects. With this, may Allah's blessing continue to part our ways as we return to our respective homes. Thank you very much.
May we give the President another round of applause. Thank you very much. If you look at the program, there is an item called Goodwill Messages. We are going to take just 3. But just before I invite the list of those handed me here, Madam President did mention something about quackery. She did say that yesterday too. And she mentioned that this thing is found in almost all professions. This problem is also in our OMA. The Master of Ceremonies have been suffering from this problem. I went for an event and somebody said, may we give the chairman a standing ovulation. So I said, my brother, come on here. Thank you very much. My name is Dr. Amine Andrew MC Millet. We'd like to invite the first goodwill message is coming from the Permanent Secretary who is represented by the CON. May I return the microphone to Dr. Bakuru TC to please deliver the goodwill message. I'm told it should not be more than 2 minutes. Let's put our hands together for him.
The Honorable Minister of Agric and Food Security, English Senator Abubakar Kyari, CON, a father, a lover of many professions, the president of the Nigerian Medical Veterinary Council, the president of the Nigerian Association. Permit to stand on the protocol. It is a great pleasure indeed for us to witness this occasion that is aimed at our professional activities, rendering service to the public, and then having a centrally coordinated body that will regulate the veterinary profession in Nigeria. The Permanent Secretary commends this action, and he also commends the effort of Nigeria and wishes that as we take this bold step, we'll continue to develop the veterinary profession in the country until we reach the enviable height of rendering effective and efficient professional services which are much desired out there. He also reiterates the need for us to work hand in hand with the private sector because the public sector may not be able to achieve this, but with collaboration, we will be able to achieve our desired goals. So with this, he thanked the profession body for really coming up with these activities. And it is his belief and hope that as we work together, the ministry will be very strong in achieving the objectives. Thank you all.
Let's give the permanent secretary another round of applause. May I request the Executive Director, Nigerian Veterinary Research Institute, VOM, Dr. Miriam Mohammed, to please deliver a goodwill message. Let's hands together for her.
The Honorable Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, distinguished Senator Abubakar Kyari, CON, permit me to stand on the already established protocol. I'd like to start by congratulating the President, members of board, and the Council of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria for this landmark achievement of 70 years. The council started in VOM in 1947, and so VOM is slightly older than the council by about 30 years. This time next year, Honorable Minister, NVRI will be 100 years. However, we would like to align ourselves with the achievements that the council and the road that we have come this far. And on behalf of the management and staff of the National Veterinary Research Institute, I would like to congratulate particularly our amiable president, hardworking, always pushing. Congratulations, Aisha, and congratulations, board members. Thank you very much, and we look forward to continued collaborations with the council and the ministry. Thank you.
Thank you very much. May I, at this point, invite the representative of the Nigerian Center for Disease Control to please give us a goodwill message. Let's encourage him with a round of applause as he steps up.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Minister of Agric and the Food Security, the Permanent Secretary, I would like to stand on the existing protocol. I bring you greetings from the Director General of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, Dr. Ifedayani Tifa, who would have loved to be here this afternoon because of the relationship we have with VCN and Ministry of Agric, when we are talking about One Health and One Destiny. On this remarkable occasion that brings all together to celebrate the launch of the National Veterinary License, the same, the geo-mapping of veterinary practice premises, and 78th anniversary of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. I extend my warmest congratulations and heartfelt good wishes to all the veterinarians, stakeholders, and the VCN that are seated here this afternoon. These three milestones represent not only the rich history of achievements of the veterinary profession, but also the unwavering commitment of those involved to the well-being of our nation's animals and the health of our citizens. The issuance of the National Veterinary License and the same signifies a profound step forward in ensuring the highest standard of veterinary practice. It actually exemplifies the dedications of the veterinary community to uphold excellence, ethics, and professionalism in their noble professions. Geomapping of veterinary premises is a modern approach that role of veterinarian is to replicate this their talent effort is significant. The work you do is to excellence and your vision for a healthy save Nigeria. Once again, congratulations on this incredible achievement, and may this VCN continue to thrive, fostering the growth and well-being of our nation. I thank you all.
We thank the representative of NCDC. May I request the representative of the CG Nigeria Agricultural Quarantine Service to please deliver his goodwill message. Would like that goodwill messages should be a minute, at most 2, so that we will save time. Thank you.
The Honorable Minister, Senator Bakar Kyari, CON, permit me to stand on the already existing protocol. Dr. Vincent Isegbe, who is the Comptroller General of Nigeria Agricultural Quarantine Service, is unavoidably absent today and sent me to represent him. My name is Dr. Meka Asibu. I'm the Assistant Comptroller General of Quarantine and Head of Animal Quarantine Department. Dr. Vincent Isegbe, due to work exigencies, he's not here. However, he sends his regard to VCN in full support of the digitalization project of the current VCN President, Dr. Aisha Bakar Banju, and our amiable team on the occasion of the 70th anniversary of VCN and the launching of National Veterinary License, the Veterinary Seal, and the geomapping of the veterinary practicing premises. The Comptroller General wishes the VCN, all veterinarians and guests, a pleasant occasion and a success in today's event. Thank you.
Thank you very much, CG. Next, may I request the representative of FAO ECTAD to please give us a goodwill message. Thank you. Let's encourage him with a round of applause, please.
You allowed to stand here to avoid having the minister on my back. Your Excellency, the Minister of Agriculture. Oh. Okay, thank you very much. In my culture, we used to not have the senior in our back way to talk to them. Thank you, Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, the President of Veterinary Council of Nigeria, Your Royal Majesty Dr. Aishatu, my own President, distinguished colleagues, veterinary doctors of Nigeria, ladies and gentlemen, let me stand also in the established protocol and bring to you the greetings of the FAO representative at the interim, Mr. Kofi Dominic Kwaku. Honorable Minister, it is an honor for me to sit next to you this afternoon. It is a great honor again for me to be part of this strong family of veterinary doctors of Nigeria. For this profession, out of my own clear family, this is the only family that I know. I started as a young vet in 1995 when my own country, Rwanda, was getting out of the genocide. And I was given, as a young vet, the whole national capacity of vaccinating all animals in the country. There was no any vaccine. So I had to look for the vaccine and vaccinate 2 million cows in 3 months as a young vet. After that, I upgraded through a number of steps, and in 2009, I was given the opportunity of leading as the CEO of the country. That's why I say this is the only family I know. Is the profession that I value very much. I'm so happy to be in Nigeria to pursue the same effort, the same passion and dedication, since I'm given the chance to contribute to the animal health in Nigeria. So I thank colleagues who have invited me today. I probably look forward to the theme of today. Digitalization of licensing is important. At the era of today, even the FAO, the organization I represent, value much the digital technologies because they accelerate and scale up quickly innovative ideas. I want to tell you that, Honorable Minister, FAO is committed. We still commit ourselves to bring whatever knowledge and digital knowledge is available at global level to support the vet professional and the vet professionals in the profession in Nigeria. Let me end by congratulating the colleagues through the Veterinary Council of Nigeria for this 70 years celebration, and congratulate my president, Dr. Aishatu, for her leadership. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We thank the team lead of Food and Agricultural Organization / Emergency Center for Transboundary Animal Diseases for that goodwill message. May I, at this juncture, request the President of the Medical Association to please rise and deliver a goodwill message. As we are all aware, when the President speaks, nobody speaks again. And so after her speech, no more goodwill messages. Will move to the next item. Please put your hands together for her.
The Honorable Minister for Agriculture, our distinguished Senator Abubakar Kyari, the PAMSEC, represented by our own CVON, our new VMA member, Dr. Otto, the VCN president, Dr. Abubakar Baiju, distinguished board members here seated, noble veterinarians here seated, ladies and gentlemen of the press, I recognize everyone that is here present. I feel very honored to be here today witnessing this launching of the National Veterinary License, Veterinary Seal, and the geomapping of veterinary business premises. We wished for this a very long time ago. And I can say that the veterinary community in Nigeria is happy today that we are now walking the talk. It's something that we have wished and it has come to be. So I congratulate the Veterinary Council of Nigeria for making this a reality today. It's going to help promote the practice because it will eliminate quackery and it will help access to veterinarians because with the geomapping, clients can readily access veterinary services with ease. So I congratulate the Veterinary Council of Nigeria for this milestone achievement. Congratulations to all of us vets here. We are proud of this achievement. We'll see in Lagos when we'll begin to celebrate more and more because MVMA is 60 this year and we'll be in Lagos to do that celebration. Thank you and God bless.
May we clap for the president once again. The president and to every general rule there is an exception. It means drugs. Do you? Okay, that's your work. All right, so the president has graciously permitted that even though she has spoken, we should invite the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, to please give a goodwill message at this event. Let's put our hands together for the representative of the DG NAFDAC, our own very doctor that is here, Dr. Chekube. Let's put our hands together for her once again.
Good evening, the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Senator Abubakar Kyari, CON. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol already established. I bring you warm greetings from the DG NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Christian Adeyeye, who is unavoidably absent at this occasion due to other official engagements. I'm happy to be standing here in for her as I am also part of the VCN. I'm delighted to be here today for the official launch of the National Veterinary License, the Veterinary Seal, the Veterinary App, and the geomapping of the veterinary practicing premises. It is no news that the licensing system helps maintain high standards and protect animal and public health, alongside ensuring that only qualified professionals provide veterinary services to the public. In today's world, the health and comfort of livestock and pets alike is of great importance. Because of this, therefore, the need for the National Veterinary
Let us encourage him with the web version of it, and we have the secure database. This is where we store all vet premises, their coordinates, who own them, their addressing and everything. It's like profiling the premises and put them on the map. And then we have the web portal, which is used for managing both internal and external operations. Go next, please. For the mobile application, particularly it enables to verify profiles. Go to the next slide. So let's show you how it looks like. Something like this. So this is a very, very simple illustration of the mobile application. It's very simple and direct to the point. Take a scenario, you want to verify any veterinarian, he or she is licensed to practice, and also when last he or she verified their license per se. You can go to Google Play Store right now if you're on your Android device and check on the Play Store, Veterinary Council of Nigeria. You would see the application. You can try it out yourself. And then you key in your VCN ID. It shows you a pop-up if you are licensed to practice or not. If you are not, it tells you to either update your profile or see what you are owing in debt and also update it per se and then become a licensed. Next slide, please. For the web portal, it does same thing as the mobile. For those that don't have a mobile device, they can use the web portal to do the same thing the mobile does. The next slide, please. For the geo mapping, we will show you a live demo of this so you can appreciate the technology that's gone into this thing. We piloted strictly within the Abuja territory and then mapped out all premise centers we can find on the Abuja soil. And then this across all the 6 LGs in Abuja. One by one, we engaged over about 50 veterinary students, which we trained on how to do this geomapping, and they all went out and then they did the mapping of all premise centers found across Abuja soil. And with this per se, we can understand activity that's going on across each of the verified premises and also articulate them, knowing where you maybe treated your dogs, where you get the vaccination, because the council has all the content of all premises. Whenever anyone is reported, they can trace it back to where you are operating from. So this is a very robust system that enables the council to know what is where when it comes to practice premises. The next slide. So after onboarding premise, it's possible to scan their barcode to see their profile. Because when they were mapping, they take some attributes like the
owner of the premise, the current person operating the premise, their phone numbers, all the attributes we will need to ensure that each premise can be verified and approved by the council. Next slide. So in a nutshell, we've been able to integrate the processes which cut across professionals and their premises. So like I mentioned, on the platform or the web or the mobile, whenever there's any new accessories to get as the vet practitioners, you can actually get it. So I'll run you through a very short process on how the profile works once you download the app itself. Now, because we want to update everybody's profile in the vet council, on downloading of the app or web portal, when you put in your veterinarian ID, you will see your profile. If it's incomplete, you are made to complete it first. Putting in your certificate, putting in your state of origin and where you practice and the likes. It's a question about 15 questions. Once you fill it and you update your profile, the headquarters here, where the support team right here, with working strictly with the council here to verify and validate all profile that they are actually correct and match the description. Once it's done and it's approved by the vet council, the person gets an email saying that your profile has been approved. And if you're having any license, unpaid licenses, they get to contact you. So when you clear up all your license history and also your profile is well updated, then you see that green tick that says license to practice. What this means is that if anyone outside there asks you that, are you a vet practitioner, and you say yes, and asks for your ID, he or she can verify on this platform you are a verified practitioner. So if someone is a fake a veterinarian, they can easily see that because they will show either not on the database of the PCN or not licensed to practice. So this way is one of the first way they can see against quackery. I would love to jump on a quick demo on the geo mapping so we can see how it looks like. Just a minute, please. And while this comes, let me give you a quick update. When it comes to payment of your licenses, be it for practice premise or your professional licenses, we've ensured that we have different verticals of payments, down from using your debit card to using your USSD short codes to using a bank transfer to using your bank account itself. So there are different verticals to making payments, so that there's no blocker in terms of, oh, I don't have a debit card, how do I make payment? So every single approach has been done so that it can make it easy for anyone to pay from anywhere they are per se. And once payment is confirmed, you can then get your ID card or your seal delivered to you. So, and I believe for those that are doing their payment already, that to get their seal and ID card on the next conference coming up, and for those that will do it much later, you get delivered to the any headquarters nearest to you. So that's how it's done in a nutshell. So this is the geo mapping. This is Abuja entirely, and then these are 6 LGs in Abuja. So you can see we will cover that we have about 2, 3, 4 premises in Abuja. Last time this was updated, and among all these, the PCN can see each of one of them. Let's go down to somewhere like maybe Abaji or something. Try Abaji first. Let's see. So when you do so, it tells you all the locations you can find the premises, and then if you want to navigate to each of them as a council, you can do that easily. Imagine you want to verify all these 5 to show that they are actually working. So this is like the owner shops. You see the pictures. Scroll down. You see the name of the owner, the person that. Okay, this is like the address, so it's not as clear. And then you can see different category of the premise center. You can see phone number. Can't see, it's not as clear. So, but you can see whether it's a registered PC or not. All parameters we need to understand a practice premise can be seen right here. You can go to another LG, maybe AMAC. AMAC has about 65, and you can see their distribution carefully. So imagine as a vet practitioner, you want to start a new practice premise, you can easily consult the VCN to understand should you place your practice premise that will be more beneficial, because now they can see all the spread of the premises and they can understand where is lacking access to one and where has clusters of practice premise. So they can advise you on where best to start up your new premise if you want to start up a new one. So this is a nutshell of how your mapping looks like. So and note, this is not Google. This is literally what the vet students were trained to do, and they did it correctly under our supervision, and they mapped over 234 premise center. So we're looking forward to integrating this to the entire VCN as a whole, so that for the entire country, we can know where all premises are available, And whenever anyone, as a normal citizen of Nigeria, want to find a way to treat or give their dog some vaccine, they can simply query use the app from BCN to query where is nearest to me that I can find a practice premise that is verified by the council, so they don't go to the wrong person. So this way we can combat quackery. Thank you very much, and that's all for now.
I wanted to ask you if you should I ask or I should mind my business. I would have asked you if you mapped. Before we call on the minister, we'd like to invite the head of ICT Vet Council of Nigeria, the youngest to be elected into the all-important council. Ladies and gentlemen, join me as I welcome Dr. Femi Kayode. Let's put our hands together for him. After your presentation, I will ask you how many hours you used to sleep a day.
Your Excellency, the Minister of Agric and Food Security, all protocols duly observed. Today it's a big day for us and the President. It's been a 3-year journey, and if the President will permit, I want to ask my mom that my birthday should be today. Without wasting much time, my duty is just simple. First of all, to thank the President for her leadership. I've been through this, and I know how hard she fought for us to get to this place. If you don't mind, I want us to put our hands together for her. Congratulations, Madam President. The second thing is to ask, when he mentioned the app, have you downloaded? How many of us downloaded the app? All right. You saw what you were owing, but I will also ask you to uninstall until the minister launches it. Then you re-download. Do we have a deal? It's not been launched, but it's on the app. How many of us saw how much we're owing? I'm tempted to announce how much veterinarians are owing the council. You want to know? So I will not mention. But as long as, thankfully, the digitization process has started, so there are a few things you need to do. Once you download the app, you'll be able to pay your practice premise fees, you'll be able to pay your APL from the app without calling Dr. Fadipe. Isn't that just brilliant? I was behind, somebody said he's owing 10,000, and he said he had paid. So there's a gap between you paying and you being verified. With the app, you don't need to call anybody. Fortunately, also, you'll be able to order your seal. I practice in Lagos, and I know that quacks also use our VCN number. Somebody came to my clinic with a signed dog card and with a VCN number that is not his, that was conjured. Once the minister opens up this, there will be massive publicity around the country. If you ever vaccinate without the veterinary seal, it is invalid. Will that, to a large extent, curb quackery? Fantastic. The ID card, the last thing I need to mention regarding the ID card. The ID card is not just an ID card. There are 3 security features that marks all ID cards. There's an RFID, there's a microchip, and if you turn your ATM back, you will see a black band. It's also a security feature. What you have on every card, which we'll be seeing, the minister will be decorating the president excitedly today. What you have on that ID card might seem to be like an ordinary ID card, but there's an RFID embedded in all veterinary license that will make it difficult for anybody to clone. Then second to the last, please, if you don't mind, your client will be able to type in your VCN number and see your picture. But the downside of it is, if you're owing the council, there's going to be a red band on your picture on license to practice. Beware. So that simply means that to a client, and veterinarians across the country can advertise this to their client. Proudly wear your VCN number and your badge and tell the client, oh, please download the app from the App Store or Play Store. My VCN number is 1022. Your exact picture will come out. So if you're a male, you will see your picture. So if anybody is faking your VCN number, the client will be able to verify whether this is real or not. Finally, on the seal. The seal, so we got, I don't know whether I should say this, but the best contractor that handles seals is also the one handling the Veterinary Council seal. There are security features, it cannot be faked, it carries your name and also carries your VCN number. Very soon we're going to improve on the app that if you sign a dog card, you'll be able to use the app to record what you did with your seal. And in no distant time, we will be able to make the veterinary community a very tight village that no quack will be able to survive in. With this, I want to thank Madam President for the opportunity to serve, and then to also the veterinary board members, thank you for bearing with me.
Can we give a round of applause to Dr. Femi? If you can think it, you can do it. Thank you very much. Now that this app has been presented and further explained by the head of our ICT, we are going to the next item, which is the flag off of this project. This particular activity is going to be anchored by the VCN acting registrar himself, to be supported by the president of council, because the minister is going to do this launch, and I have taken time to study the profile of the honorable minister when I knew that I was going to come here, to know that he's from Borno and he's the first out of 9. He's a former senator. But I like what I read, that when you meet the honorable minister, he always puts a smile on your face. Honorable minister, thank God for meeting you today. May I request the registrar to please help us to bring up the honorable minister to launch. Okay. May I, at this juncture, invite the Honorable Minister for Agriculture and Food Security, Federal Republic of Nigeria. He is no other person but distinguished Senator Abubakar Kyari, CON, to please deliver his speech at this event. May we give the Honorable Minister a standing ovation as he rises to deliver his speech.
Well, I hope, let me see if I can manage. Oops, sorry. Thank you very much. Thank you, MC. The President, Veterinary Council of Nigeria, other board members here present, the President, Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, representative of the PAMSEC, team leader FAO, the DG, NVRI, and other heads of other MDAs here present, all ex-presidents of VCN and executive councils, all veterinarians, gentlemen of the press. Before I go into my speech, I would like to, because I observed something that the president has said in her speech, where she mentioned that in 1947, 3 Nigerians, first 3 indigenous Nigerians graduated from VOM. I would like to say that I know And I think I confirmed from you that one of them was Dr. Bukar Shaib. It pleases me to say that I was named after that exquisite gentleman. So I'm very delighted to be here and to join you for the celebration of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria at 70. May I use this unique opportunity to welcome all of you to this great event being marked by the introduction of the digital solutions to combat the menace of quackery, bedeviling the veterinary profession in Nigeria. This tech-driven innovation is aimed at creating a conducive environment for the transformation of our national animal health and veterinary practices ecosystems in line with global best practices. The resultant impact will support our renewed efforts geared towards ensuring peaceful coexistence, economic development, and food and nutrition security for the growing Nigerian population. As we are aware, despite the large livestock population in Nigeria, the country reaps only 10% of its agricultural GDP from livestock. I believe we can change the narrative if the quality of our veterinary services is improved and the menace of quackery is checked. The introduction of this digitized national veterinary practicing license, the veterinary seal, and the geomapping veterinary practice premises will greatly reduce quackery in Nigeria and thereby increase productivity in our livestock sector. Indeed, it is only the qualified and registered veterinarians who are up to date in practice that will be issued the license and the seal. Presently, the ministry has identified the need for a comprehensive livestock development program and therefore initiated the National Livestock Transformation Plan, NLTP. In this plan, the issues of diseases and pest control services are handled with keen interest, as this will guarantee the protection of national herds and flocks against the burden of diseases, thereby preserving the livestock resources for improved livestock production and productivity. Furthermore, we understand that disease control cannot be left in the hands of public veterinarians alone without the complement and participation of veterinarians in the private sector. Therefore, we are strengthening their participation in animal health management system. So I urge you all to work together for the interest of our national food security, emergency, and strategic growth of the livestock industry in Nigeria. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security is committed to ensuring the development of a robust livestock subsector in the country. This is consideration of its importance to global food security and contributions to poverty reduction. In addition, livestock production serves as a source of livelihood for many, especially the rural women and youths, and provides opportunity for private sector investors. I call on the VCN, other professionals in the livestock subsector, private investors, as well as our developmental partners and donors to fully participate and support in the upcoming First National Summit on Agriculture and Food Security in Nigeria, so that we can collectively co-create the future of a national sustainable food system. In conclusion, I wish to congratulate and also appreciate the initiatives and innovations being put in place by the Council in strengthening the veterinary profession in Nigeria. It is indeed my honor and privilege to formally launch the digitized National Veterinary Practice License, the veterinary app, the veterinary seal, and the geomapping of the veterinary practice premises to the glory of the Almighty and the benefit of mankind. By the power vested in my office, I now pronounce that henceforth all veterinary documents will be considered as authentic and legal with the fixing of the veterinary seal. Thank you very much.
We bring forth all that we need to unveil so that the Honorable Minister will do that. He is going to be assisted by the President Veterinary Council of Nigeria and indeed all members of the High Table. The Honorable Minister is stepping down to the scissors place is just beside the Honorable Minister.
For the benefit, you want me to turn back? For the benefit of humanity and the animals, I hereby launch. Which one is this one? The geomapping.
Thank you very much. We're going to put it in front. The President, MVMA, VCN, Permanent Secretary, CVON, just by the side there. Thank you very much. May we take that away and bring the next? Thank you.
With the permission of the Honorable Minister for Agriculture, and on behalf of every noble veterinarian here present and those in the diaspora, I launch this veterinary app to the benefit of mankind and to the glory of God. Thank you.
Congratulations. Yes. When you have a president that is very active and also good looking, your app cannot do less. It's a very beautiful app. Thank you. A photograph. Thank you. Let us have, I can now understand why Dr. Femi said today should be his birthday. The minister, this is license.
So that all three of us have done.
Yes. Okay. With the gracious permission of our Honorable Minister, although I'd wanted him to do honestly, so that... Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. I would want to launch this to the glory of God and for the benefits of our animals, our clients, and ourselves, and the entire nation.
Thank you very much. Now we are going to, the minister opened this activity and he alone has the power to wrap it up. And so we request that you take over the ID card to him. Okay. There's one more. Wait, the seal first. All right, this one.
Okay, this is yours.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Congratulations, Madam President. Thank you. The next and the final, the seal, the veterinary seal. Much was talked about it yesterday.
Where is the seal?
Okay, this is how it okay. Director.
With the permission of the Honorable Minister and to the glory of God, I wish to launch the With the permission of the Honorable Minister and to the glory of God, it is my pleasure to launch the veterinary seal.
Seal also comes. Dr. Femi, can we have the physical seal if it's close by? Just one of it if... Okay. It's not close by. A group photograph. With this, the seal should be in front so that it can... Yes, yes. The VCN number that we are seeing here. Oh, you have veterinarians are here. This issue, Dr. Gani, when you arrange, you tell us much about this issue of colleague. Because if somebody had DVM before you are born, how is that person your colleague? It's okay. It's a lost doing. After all, VOM is older than VCN. Well, VCN is a regulating VOM. Yes, we are inviting the Honorable Minister to go ahead and cut the anniversary cake to be assisted those in charge of firework should try to let the fire. Yes. What will happen is we may take this in batches, but for those who can enter now, you please try to enter. Problem of fire that doesn't have smoke. That's what happens. Thank you. Yes, there is now
Thank you very much.
The minister returns to his seat. Sorry. With this cake, we are gradually moving to the close, and I want to invite the Registrar of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, Dr. Oladotun Fadipe, to please, on behalf of Council, give the vote of thanks. May we encourage the super working registrar.
The Honorable Minister, our own distinguished Senator, Abubakar Kyari, CON, sir, I want to ask that you please permit me to stand on the already established protocol. Today, it's actually a day that I can say, according to the Holy Book, this is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. It's a day we have long waited for. It's a dream come true. And sincerely, I want to say a very big thank you to the Honorable Minister for accepting to come to launch this at a very, very short notice. He is a busy man, and because of his busy schedule, when we were in his office on Monday, well, this thing could be done on Friday. And so the whole activity that culminates to what you are seeing started on Monday evening. And here, the minister is here with us. So we are very grateful. And of course, it's very historic to know that he was named after the first veterinarian in the country, late Dr. Bukar Shuaib. So it's an honor, sir. Thank you very much, sir. The veterinary profession will never forget this honor you have done us today, because it's a very landmark event in the history of veterinary medicine. I want to also appreciate the Permanent Secretary, ably represented by our own CVN, Dr. Kulumba Bakuru. Thank you very much for coming. We are very grateful. I want to also appreciate our own FAO Hectad, who has been part of us ever since he came into the. He's been giving us all the support we want. I want to appreciate you for making it here. Let me also appreciate our own NVMA President for gracing this occasion. Ma, thank you very much. The Lord bless you. I want to say a very big thank you to the DG of NCDC, ably represented by Dr. John Oladejo. Thank you very much, sir, for coming. Because the reason why I'm saying a very big thank you, just not for formality, because many of them got this notice yesterday. That's to tell you how passionate people are about the veterinary profession. We are planning missing people out and then, of course, trying to invite them. And they came at a very short notice. We want to say a very big thank you to the CG of NAQS, ably represented by my own brother, Dr. Emeka. Thank you very much for coming. We want to say a very big thank you to the DG of NAFDAC, ably represented by my own sister, Sister Hope. Thank you very much. We want to say a very big thank you to all the heads of parastatals that are here, which I cannot mention one by one, all directors here present. We are very, very grateful. I want to say a very big thank you to every board member that is here present today. Thank you very much for coming at very short notice. Some of them got their flight ticket yesterday just to make sure they are here today. We are very grateful. Everyone that has come today, from the depth of our hearts, we are saying a very big thank you to you, all the veterinarians that are here present, all the gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. We are very delighted. The last person I want to say a very big thank you to is my own mama, the president of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, Madam Capacity. Thank you very much for inspiring us. Because when we discovered that March with 70th anniversary, many of us were like, it's too short. He said, no, it's doable, we can do it. And you agree with me that it's doable, and we have done it. We are very proud of you for all that you stand for and represent. We thank God that it's happening in your own lifetime, because if you have done all this and you are not there, it will have been very painful. Thank you very much for pushing through, and for all the leadership you are giving us. We are very grateful. With this, I've come to the end of my journey, and I want to say thank you, everyone.
The best way to appreciate the Honorable Minister is not only by words, and the Council has put together a token of appreciation to the Honorable Minister for Agriculture and Food Security, and no other person to present this award than the President of Council herself. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I hand out the microphone to do this presentation on behalf of Council.
Honorable Minister, sir, on behalf of the board members, staff of council, and all veterinarians, I want to present to you this as a token of our appreciation, that we find a space in your office to place this, to remember that we have you, we hold you in high esteem. We appreciate you. Yesterday you were with us for the continuing education program. Wanted to present it to you when we presented it to the chairman. Unfortunately, you appeared virtually. So today we are seeing you physically. We want to present to you this to tell you thank you for everything, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank
you very much. Madam President, you get close and have a snapshot. Let the Honorable Minister, sir, I want to appeal that after Madam President, let me too snap with you. Thank you very much. Thank you. With the permission of the Minister. I hope people will snap the handshake. That's the main thing. Because where the country is going, you don't know what might be used as collateral. If I show my picture with Minister. Thank you. Yes, there are a few announcements. The technical team is behind. If you are finding it difficult to download the app, you can meet them to assist. Other announcements will come before the anthem.
Sorry, please, as many of us that have downloaded the app, and you know you are up to date.
Because we're going to be getting feedback on how everyone feels about what is happening next day. And today with me is Dr. Helen Peter, and she's going to be telling us in a very short sentence, right, how she feels about the launching that has been made. So we know about the new app, the seal, the veterinary license, and then the geomapping. So what do you think about these innovations?
Awesome. That's just what I can say. It's awesome. And then it was just like a dream. And we had been wishing and, wanting to have this thing become a reality. But today, like the FDMA president said, we are now working. So we have this, we have the license, we have the talent, and we have geomapping. And this will come back for us in this profession. Because wherever you are, from our office, we can pick you up with your coordinates. We know where your practicing premise is. We know, what you are doing. We can monitor you from there. Then even you in your bedroom, you will know whether you are owing the VCN or not. You know your status. You can pay right in your... So it makes things easy for veterinarians, and it makes the practice better, more profitable for us, because quacks have, in fact, they have something to face right now. We have been able to at least curb that area, because with the seal, documents are authenticated. With the new digitized APL, nobody can use your veterinary, your VCN number. Because I had an experience like that in Port Harcourt, where somebody, an animal scientist, was using the number of a professor. And when I looked at its age and saw the number, I said that this man, the owner of this number must have and
Going to be reversed. Let the minister move out first before we move, please.
Thank you very much.
Permit the minister to move out before we move.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. There is a visitor's book on the way out. The council requests humbly that the minister kindly signs before he steps out. Just a moment. Thank you, Honorable Minister. The person in charge should be ready as the minister
Just been doing up and down. Okay, no problem. But I'll come around before. Alright. Yes. You're serving here? Yes. I'm very serious. How is everyone there? How is everyone? I'm Kumalat. Yeah, fine. No, we're good. No, you. No, it's fine now. Sorry. No problem. Still there. Oh, you want to interview? It's really nice to see all of them coming out in their uniform.
The military, they don't show up on their uniform.
Oh.
Because I didn't say any military.
I don't think they're doing it.
All right, so of course, as I said earlier, we are at the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, Maintainer, Nigeria, and we are very elated and happy to be with the Honorable Minister. And of course, he graced the occasion and was here from the beginning to the end of the program. So please join me as we listen to him, like in person, right? He's going to tell us how he feels about what the veterinary community is currently doing and what he thinks about the innovations in the veterinary community currently.
Well, thank you very much. It's a great pleasure for me to be here. Especially because and a lot of people don't look at livestock as food spirit, but it's one of the biggest providers of protein in our diet. So a healthy livestock and a healthy poultry means a healthy diet, which also translates to, as the saying goes, you are what you eat. So I very very happy to be here because various technological advances in the veterinary community.
How would you describe this, this knowledge or this app
Well, like I said, innovation. You know, ICT platform. So when you have an app now, this platform more easy than having the privileges of doing. So like it was explained, you can actually see a number and also let's check this app right to find the background of response to okay, like one of the most dangerous things you find.
Can you tell again that this innovation cover?
Well, yes, like I said, department. And this way, we have only qualified veterinarians attending to our livestock and our poultry. So what it means is that zoonotic diseases will be as they should be.
Okay. You just graduated.
I see. I see. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Madam, I don't understand.